point of view movie reviews. Today's review is for the Netflix original special documentary series on Kevin Hart's life. Don't fuck this up. Yeah, that's the name of the title of the documentary. Don't fuck this up. If you're a big Kevin Hart fan, man, this is just the icing on the cake. If you know of Kevin Hart, seen some of the films he's been in, give this a watch. And the life of Kevin Hart, where he came from. The young man grew up in Philadelphia, was raised mainly by his mother, had an older brother. Father was a well-known crackhead. His mom and dad was never really married, so they were just together until she got fed up and kicked his ass out from doing too many drugs. The oldest son, she gave him a lot of lineage to do his own thing. Kept getting in trouble, you know. And then she decided, with Kevin, I'm gonna be strict. I'm gonna lay the law down. I'm gonna save my son. Years later, she passed away of cancer. She was a professor at the college in Philadelphia. This man grew up in the ghetto, rough times. It was a building that had 3 different levels, and a family lived on the 3rd floor. The family lived on the 2nd and 1st. It was a small little building, very unique structure in Philly. But Kevin came from humble beginnings, and what got him started in comedy, years ago when his mom and dad were together, they were watching this man walk back and forth on stage on a videotape with a bunch of grown-up friends in the living room. Kevin wasn't allowed to watch this. This man was walking back and forth wearing a red suit, cussing. It was just one man in one movie. He was fascinated. He was sneaking through the crack and watching from his room. He couldn't laugh because he'd get in trouble because it was Eddie Murphy's Delirious. And Kevin's mind just, I want to do that. I didn't know one man could make a movie all by himself and be famous. Hence, that's why he's a stand-up comedian now. But this documentary series is 6 different parts, and each part is only a half an hour long, so man, you can breeze right through it. It goes in depth and everything he went through. Episode 3 is very emotional. That's when his wife was 7 to 8 months pregnant. That's when he had the alleged affair in Vegas. It was caught on video, and it really drove a rift between him and his wife. And you know, a woman is very emotional already, but to be pregnant too and deal with that in the public eye, then it got even deeper because, okay, who put the cameras up in the room? Who was filming all of this? Now, Kevin has a group of guys he rolled with, his homies, his hombres, his personal trainer, 3 other comedians and writers, people that he trusts. And one of those guys in that group who wasn't always on the roll with him is the guy that framed him. Sent him an email talking about, I'm gonna release this video of you and this woman if I don't get $10 million. A dude he'd been known for 15 years on his payroll. Broke him down. And when you are in denial, no, he should have never cheated in the first place, but he was in denial that one of his best friends did this to him, and it comes out later. He attacks his other buddy, Boss, who's a personal weight trainer. They get drunk one night, playing cards, talking shit, you know. He's yelling at him, well, what do you got? What do you got? Do you own a house? Do you got a house? And Boss is like, dude, what are you doing? Where is this coming from? Almost get into fisticuffs. The police get involved. This happens on a plane. So the minute they land, the police is there waiting for them. Had it been anybody else, or it would have escalated more, them Negroes would have went to jail. His wife was there. It was an embarrassing moment in Kevin's life. And this is only a year and a half ago. The ups and downs of being a comedian, the ups and downs of being a black man, the ups and downs of being a superstar in movies, and the ups and downs of just being a husband and a father. This is his 2nd marriage. And I learned so much about Kevin. Are all of his movies great? No, but is he great in all of his movies? It depends how you feel about Kevin. But the movie Night School, A lot of critics shitted on that movie, gave it bad reviews, but the audience score was in the positive. This movie made over $103 million and was voted the best comedy of 2018. This movie was written this movie was written, published, directed by his own team that he started. His own production team. It was his first film he did with his own production team. Two of his homeboys that's on tour with him wrote the movie. Executive produced by my man Packer, who does all the black movies. Even Malcolm D came in to help out, which is Spike Lee's cousin. You know, he started the movie with Tiffany Haddish, and the movie was a big hit, made a bunch of money, and he looked into the camera and said, you know what, I don't care what critics say. Critics hate me, they love to bash me, but all of my movies do well. And one critic in particular really shitted on this film. Gave Kevin Hart a hard time. When the movie was a big success, he bought, I believe, an $8,000 bottle of champagne or wine, whatever it was, had it sent to that critic with a nice letter saying, thank you for hating my film. Never heard from that critic again. You know, he has a beautiful home with a couple of dogs, a personal workout gym. He's a great father. 2 kids from his previous marriage live with him. And it's really nice to see him juggling the whole life. Because the dude is always on tour. This dude is always on tour every other year promoting a new stand-up comedy routine. I mean, the dude's been in London, Italy, everywhere, doing the damn thing. And he always goes to New York, which is the home of comedy, to always perform and hone his craft, even to this very day. Hanging out with likes like Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Joe Rogan, all these other people, man, just love Kevin Hart, man. And it's nice. Eddie Murphy was his idol. That's cool, man. And he's working on some new projects right now. And his production team is really taking off. He is the very first comedian to have an endorsement deal with Nike. Man, that's cool, man. Kevin is the man. And his wife, damn, she is fine as hell. And just a good human being on top of all that fineness. They have one young son together, and she wants another. And his brothers and sisters also want another baby. So pretty soon, there will be another baby in the Hart family. Kevin Hart. The last name means something, man, because for a little small dude, he has a bunch of heart, man. He cares about his family. He cares about his production team, his friends, his publicist, is a woman. He has people of different nationalities, different backgrounds, different sexual orientation, what they believe in, working for him. So when everything went down with that old Twitter account about the homophobic things that he said about knocking his son upside the head if he came home being gay, really drove a rift with his professional team that he works with. His executive producer of Heartbeat Production, she's lesbian. Drove a rift. And so he's working on some new production companies that will be for people of the alphabet, all over the alphabet. And it actually made him stronger, made his production team more understanding of him and what he went through. Dude, it's a great, emotional, electric documentary about this man's life. And they hold nothing back. Nothing. He should have hosted the Oscars. He had regrets. If I would have said the right thing on Ellen or on the Today Show, if I just would apologize about the violence that's done to people who are gay or people in general, not the fact that I'm afraid of people who are gays. That's not the fact. If I would have go back in time and said the right thing, I would have hosted the Oscars. Only a couple of comedians in a lifetime hosted the Oscars. Richard Pryor, 1977. Chris Rock, of course. Other greats over the world, did it. And it would have been something special. But you learn from your mistakes. And that's the whole point of Don't Fuck This Up. I love that title because it's right there for the taking right in front of you. And it's up to you to deliver, take hold of it, or essentially fuck this up. Get into a fight with one of your best friends who's your weight trainer because you're drunk. Man, that dude Boss could have grabbed him and broke his ass in half if he wanted to. love from within the heart stopped him from whooping Kevin's ass when he was drunk. The wedding ceremony when he got married to his second wife was just gorgeous, outdoor, beautiful wedding. And then, you know, in the last episode, one thing I liked the most, he bought all of his production team members, his homeboys that you always see with him, bought them all personal muscle cars, what they liked. Now he listened to what they liked over the years and surprised them all at the same time with muscle cars. You know, Tiffany Haddish was struggling. He brought her up. She's doing well. They're good friends. He loaned her some money. He won't let her pay her back. She had to trick him and paying him back. You know, had to put some money in a little baby shoe and give it to him in front of a group of white people on camera. So now you got to take it, fool. You know, the man has done so much in a short amount of time. His father, they develop a relationship over the years. He doesn't have much time. He has a condition where he needs a breather element to help him get through daily activities. But he has a relationship with Kevin, with Kevin's wife, with his grandkids. And it took a lot for him to come around and change his life, because years ago, Kevin's older brother opened up a barbershop and Kevin was helping him get it started. They said, look, let's pay Dad to do all the electricity in the building. Dad came through, robbed his sons blind, stole everything inside the shop. They went looking for him. They found him in a car with a crack hole. He looked at him and said, oh man. So they pulled up next to him in another car and locked him in so he couldn't get out. And he said he ran out of gas. Well, they grabbed their dad, put his ass into a home and got him some help. Got him off drugs. And now he actually has a relationship with his father. And his father, in turn, has a relationship with his two boys, his grandkids. And it's beautiful to see, man. Kevin Hart really has a big heart. He holds no ill feelings. He said, dude, you're my fucking dad. What's in the past is in the past. The fact of the matter, you're here. And I don't care how much time you got, enjoy it. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful to watch. Watch this documentary. It's on Netflix. Again, Netflix is killing the game. Kevin Hart on Netflix, original documentary series. Don't fuck this up. And that's my point of view. Hello. Now, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Without you, there's no me. And do us a favor, stop by the website at www.blacktastic.net and pick up some merchandise. Get yourself a hat or pick up a t-shirt. It's things like that that help keep the channel going. And also, feel free to leave a donation on the home page at www.blacktastic.net. Thank you all so much. Again, you make this so much fun. Without you, there's no me. Until next time, see you later.